Hello everybody, welcome to the Arkansas Sports Network. This is Trevor Hawley, I'm with Olivia Orr and producing is Brad Caldwell. And tonight is the final regular season game for the Pottsville Lady Apache Volleyball. We're here at George Jones Gymnasium. The Lady Apaches are set to take on the Dover Lady Pirates here in the final regular season. And we already had senior night, so that was last week against Atkins, I believe. Maybe I was wrong about that, but Olivia, how do you think the Lady Apaches will do tonight? Actually, we're going to take a quick break while we do the Pledge of Allegiance and National Anthem. We'll be back in a moment on the Arkansas Sports Network.
Our lives when we need the help of legal services. We'll let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
Welcome back here to George Jones Gymnasium. We're here covering Lady Apache Volleyball. And like I said before the break, I'm Trevor Hawley. I'm with Olivia Orr, producing Brad Caldwell as we await the starting lineups for both teams. And Olivia, how do you think the Lady Apaches are going to do tonight?
Like you said, this is their last home game. I'm sure they're hoping to take this win here and on really good terms. So I think they're going to come out strong, which is exactly what they need to do. They need to come out with good energy, and they need to just be on top of their game and at the net and serving, and just like be all around reliable to each other. And I think that's exactly what they'll do. So I think they're going to have a good game here.
Yeah, and they already won the conference championship, so they can get that out the way. And the conference tournament is next week at Pulaski Academy's gym. We'll be covering that. And the first starter announced tonight, the libero Abby Duval. She's the first senior of 7 tonight, enjoying their last home game, which I hope doesn't put pressure on them, but you know that's always in the back of your head as a senior. You played the last time in your home gym. It's emotional, and you've just got to get over it and play, and then think about that afterwards. Second starters, number 2, Sierra Blevins, the second senior. Third starter, number 5, Tawny Sweden, who's a junior. Next starter for the Lady Apaches will be the third senior, number 6, Sarah Francis, who will play outside hitter. And my guess, if this goes the Lady Apaches way, everybody will play everywhere. And that's always good to get experience. And we talk about the end of the regular season this year. End of the regular season this year, you start thinking about playoffs, but you don't want to skip ahead and go too far advanced. You got to take the moment in. Emerson Stevens will get the start. Kennedy Corbin also gets the start. Emerson's a senior. Kennedy's a junior. And Claire Crothers, another senior that'll start. I think that's 5 out of 7. Of course, only 6 start on the court. And Lauren White's one of the 7 seniors as well. And the one not starting would be Summer Wilds, number 15. And it'll be nice to see her play. She usually plays JV, but you never know how tonight's going to go. And Coach Kara Brodigan is announcing something.
Just gave a thank you real quick before the start of the game.
Yes, thanking the fans and they've showed up all year for the senior group, and it's always nice when it's your senior year and people show up to your games. So I'm sure they're thankful for them as well. And it'll be interesting to see who actually starts on the court for the Lady Apaches. As we're not used to having all seniors start. Sometimes they did senior night, of course.
Yes.
Which was last week. And it'll just be interesting to see how this goes. I think the way they need to start is win the first set, because usually when they win the first set, they win the 3 sets to start off the day and end the day, I guess, really.
Yeah, they really just need to look to get off on the right foot here. We don't need to let Dover take a lead, and they don't want to get down or anything. So I think if they come off strong, they won't struggle tonight.
Yeah, we saw them play Lone Oak last Thursday, and even though they won the first set, they kind of hit like a slouch in that third set. Lone Oak took advantage of it. And then when Claire Crothers got that yellow card in the 4th set, Lady Apache said, "We're taking this game over." And that was fun to see. And there's been a lot of great moments this season that we've got to broadcast. Of course, we've been at most of the games, a few away games we missed. But we've been at every home game, and this will be the last home game we get to do here in George Jones Gymnasium.
That's right.
Starting on the court for the Lady Apaches, Tawny Sweden, Lauren White, Emerson Stevens, Claire Crothers, Kennedy Corbin, and Sierra Blevins. And
Good dig right there.
We do not have a Dover roster.
And Sierra Blevins off with the kill.
Yeah, and we'll probably say that quite often tonight. And to be honest, I wish we kept track. Probably could ask Coach Brodigan after the game how many kills he has already this year just in the regular season. I might say 50 plus.
That sounds right. She's definitely always very active at the net.
Good start here, 2-0.
Yeah, it'll give Pottsville their 2nd point on the board.
But, of course, in volleyball, leads can evaporate in seconds.
That's for sure.
I mean, we saw the Lady Apaches when they played Atkins a few weeks ago. They were down by 7, and it was 23-16, and they ended up coming back, and that set went to 30 almost.
Yeah, that was a close set for sure.
Tawny Sweden's off to a great start serving tonight. And that'll be an ace.
Yep, Dover went for a dig, couldn't quite get under it.
And we said Lady Apache needs to start quick, and this is about as good as you can start. I guess as good as you can start with scoring all the points before the other team does, but we have not seen that this year.
Good block right there by Sierra Blevins. Gives them their 5th point on the scoreboard. They got a good lead going on.
Yeah, I don't know if she's going to get credit for that block because the other player touched the net. But we can count it as a block up here. Of course, we don't make the official rulings. And Dover seems to be struggling with a power problem.
Yeah, they've gone out quite a few times. They're going to want to look for some control.
Maybe they lifted a little too much weights before the game.
Maybe so.
And we've seen that exact play cause the Lady Apache some problems in the recent games. Just the light tap over the net.
Yeah, just the unpredictability of that play just seems to be really hard to recover from.
And, of course, that we see often from Lauren White, the setter for the Lady Apaches. She'll do that a lot in games, and it's quite successful, so I don't blame her for doing it. And maybe teams saw her do it and decided they were inspired.
Maybe so. Dover setting it up here.
Going to be blocked by the net, or I guess by the net we can say. Didn't make it over quite yet.
Mm-hmm.
But Dover gets 2 points in a row. And like I said, leads in volleyball can evaporate in seconds. I don't believe either team has made subs. And that's into the net again.
Yep, Dover really looking to close that lead that the Lady Apaches have created during that serving streak.
Dover's gone on a little streak of their own, cutting the lead in half.
Barely made it over the net, but good serve.
And you get to see the versatility of the Lady Apaches. That's going to be out.
Yeah, good eye right there by the Lady Apaches.
Yeah, but when I say versatility, I really mean Kennedy Corbin going to be subbed out. But talking about Kennedy Corbin and Sierra Blevins, when they go for kills, Kennedy's got more of like a tomahawk chop type of swing.
Mm-hmm.
Blevins is more up in the air when she hits it. But both, they can be weird for each other when it comes to kills. But they both work. Drew Hollis gets the ace there. She subbed in for Kennedy Corbin. Drew's also a junior. So it's nice to see. Looks like everyone's going to get in today. Of course, the game's just started. We're only 11 points in. It'll be nice to see where this one goes.
Good serve right there.
Claire Crothers.
Yeah, great hit right there.
And Drew Hollis gets back-to-back points. As she serves, I guess she didn't score the last point, but she served it, so we can give her some credit.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm guessing every senior will play tonight. Most of them do on most nights. But tonight is their senior night, even though they're not celebrating it.
Mm-hmm.
Last home game, like I said.
Setting up for Blevins, and there's another kill.
Sierra Blevins from the sky. And I told Brad to do this maybe for baseball season, but get like a speed radar gun.
Mm.
And I don't know if we could do it for volleyball because we're kind of far away, but in baseball we could try it, I guess.
Something to look into.
Line judge is going to call, or the head judge is going to call that in.
Mm-hmm. Give Dover the chance to serve again.
I guess I can look up their roster just to see if it's correct. But sometimes Scorebook Live does not like volleyball rosters.
Good dump right there, but Dover recovered.
Kind of scary there for the Lady Apaches. Almost didn't know who wanted to hit the ball, but they recovered.
Good save by Blevins.
Putting her body on the line early in the game.
Good volley going on for both teams. Went for another kill, but good block by Dover. And Pottsville will get the point.
I'd say that might be up there for hardest point this year.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we did see Abby Duval hit one from the baseline over the net.
That was a pretty insane play. It would be hard to top that one.
And coming in for the Lady Apaches, Ella Holstad replaces Claire Crothers, and Sarah Francis replaces Emerson Stevens. We await the high judge. She's ready. And we haven't had a game this year without referee confusion.
Mm-hmm.
And Sierra Blevins with kill number 3 already. And we're only 16 points into the game. And probably going to mention that, I'd say, 6 or 7 more times tonight.
Yeah, she definitely stands out in pretty much every game she plays in. Shallow serve right there.
And when they played PA earlier this week on Monday, kind of referee confusion there. Both players hit it out, but they're going to give the point to the Lady Apaches. That was making me run with the camera work. She's switching sides she serves on. And I was talking about referee confusion, and we got some already.
All right.
Didn't last as long as it usually does. We're thankful for that because we want to get back to action, but referee confusion has been one part of the game that's been big this year. I mean, Against PA, we had about a 5-minute stoppage because the referee had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, they were confused. We were confused. I think most people were confused.
Yeah, and it'd be nice to have a microphone on the official, but you don't know what would be picked up on his mic. Like if a player said something to him or a fan. A little collision there for the Lady Pirates. They're going to get a point off of it, making it 14-5, and the Pirates will make 2 sub-ins. 10 and 7 will come in for 31 and 6, I believe.
Now serving number 10, Mackenzie Spratlin.
Mackenzie Spratlin, I believe that's what the announcer said.
Yes.
We'll try to get the names from him.
Good dig.
Yeah.
Dover setting it up. Yeah, Pottsville unable to recover from that play. Another point for Dover brings the score to 14-6. Pottsville still has a pretty good lead right now.
Yeah, 8 points. And I think PA was almost up by 5 or 6 Monday night, not last week. A little confusion there. But PA was up by 5 or 6 points. I think it was 10-15, 10-16. And Lady Apaches came back and won that set. Kind of just a little tap-over battle here. And Blevins going up.
Off the ceiling.
And that was almost a crazy point for the Lady Pirates if that could have happened. Sierra went for the kill.
Yeah.
They got it, but it hit the roof and went straight back down. Kind of a disadvantage for them.
Yeah, good effort on their part. It's hard to get under a kill or a hit by Sierra Blevins.
Yeah, she's got a rocket for an arm, and Sierra Blevins is going to go to the bench for Abby Duval, the libero, another senior. So I believe Lauren White's got in. She's a senior. Claire Crothers is a senior. Sarah is a senior. Sierra is. Emerson got in, and then Summer.
Great play right there.
Just kind of rambling while the playing game was going on, sorry.
It's okay.
But Sarah Francis gets credit for the block. Thank you to the announcer for that. Corbin will get Hollis. Lauren White will serve.
Serving number 23, Lauren White.
And I'd say a good server has been key for the Lady Apaches.
Yeah, they have a lot of really reliable servers, and that just helps the team out so much.
Yeah, we talk about being reliable. It's really been a different person every game. I think they're going to call over the net. They're going to say Paso was over the net, making it 16-8. 20 replaces 22, and she will serve. Try to get her name here in a second. But yeah, we've kind of done some learning of our own this year when it comes to hand signs and rulings for volleyball. I'm not a volleyball expert by any means. In fact, this is my first year watching a full team play a full season of volleyball.
Yeah, I feel you there.
But it's been an interesting ride with the Lady Apaches. They've had fun along the way, which lets us have fun with them. And it's a great team this year. Kennedy Corbin will get the kill. And her, Tawny Sweden, Sierra Blevins probably have a multitude of those tonight. Of course, Blevins already has 3. That'll be Corbin's first one. Crothers gets Holstead. Francis will serve. And Sarah is one of those servers that has been great this year, along with Duval and White. Corbin's going to go for another kill. Back-to-back for her.
Yeah, great play right there. Brings the score 18-8. Pottsville's got a 10-point lead.
And we're almost to Brad's infamous 20-point rule, which is the team that scores 21st wins 60% of every time.
Yep, so things are definitely looking good for the Lady Apaches here.
Lady Pirates just got it over the net, but it worked for them. They look for another point. And again,
Yeah.
they've just been a little too hard with the hits tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Another hit goes out.
Yeah, it's always better to have control over velocity in these situations.
Yeah, when you're down by 11 points, you don't want to give the other team points for free.
Mm-hmm.
You want to make them work for it, and when you hit it too hard or too soft, you're just giving the opponent some points for free, really.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of times, if you hit it too hard, it can benefit you. When a player just accidentally hits it, and then they can't control it. But there, when it goes to the baseline, the other team's probably not going to hit it.
Dover tried to just tap it over, but it's in the net. Another point for the Lady Apaches. They're now at 21 points. And looks like we're going to have a timeout.
Dover's going to take timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back on Arkansas Sports Network in a moment.
Nothing came easy, but with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot, because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Welcome back here to the Arkansas Sports Network. Lady Apaches currently have a 21-8 lead here in the first set.
Yep, things are looking really good for Pottsville right now. Dover would have to make quite the comeback in order to close down this set with a win.
And I guess I'll give a baseball update. It's baseball season, or MLB's in the playoffs, and I worked for the Travelers this summer, and that was really fun experience for me. And the Mariners, which are the MLB team for the Travelers, they're losing 2-3 to the Houston Astros. In the top of the 8th, Jordan Alvarez hit the go-ahead home run again for the second game in a row. And it looks like he's kind of hurting the Mariners. He hit a 3-run homer the first game to walk it off for them. Hit a 2-run home run earlier today. But we can talk about volleyball again, and Dover again just hitting it out. And I want to say they gave up 6 or 7 points just hitting it out.
Yeah, that's likely. Brings the score to 23-8. Pottsville just 2 points away from closing down the set.
Yes, and of course, if you don't know volleyball rules, it is best of 5 sets. The last one will be to 15, and the other 4 ones are to 25.
And Pottsville was the one to hit it out this time, giving Dover a chance to go on a serving streak.
And just a couple of subs for the Pirates. Stevens will sub in for Sarah Francis. We'll try to get the Dover server. I have no idea what he said.
Is in the net.
But she did hit it into the net. I do know Tawny Sweden's name, and she's serving for the Lady Apaches, and Sierra Blevins replaces Abby Duval.
Yep, Pottsville now has a chance to close down the set with this serve here.
Yes, it is set point. Already a little bit more stressful than the Apaches probably wanted. And they're going to block it out.
Yep.
So it's going to make it 24-10, but still set point.
Dover hanging in there for now.
Of course, if Dover wants to make this set continue longer, they're going to have to score 14 straight points. I guess 15 with that one. And I guess I didn't say this when I said the rules, but it is win by 2. So if it's 24-24, it would be the next team to score 2 points in a row. And we saw that happen against PA and against Atkins.
Yeah, we've gone over quite a bit this season. We've had a few close games, a lot of close sets too.
And Dover's kind of stringing off some points here. They were down 24-9 after the break, and now they're down 23-9 after the break, and then now they're down 24-12. So they need to score 12 more to keep it alive here.
Yeah, they're definitely battling. Another point for Dover. They're able to find a hole. Has some good placement right there.
And, of course, if you don't hit it hard in volleyball, you just got to hit it where someone's not, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, this game is really just about placement if you think about it.
Volleyball you could really explain with about 4 different other sports.
Mm-hmm.
But volleyball is unique in that way. I guess the most you could compare it to is tennis. But I'm not sure you could hit a tennis ball with your hand and make it go that hard.
Yeah, I don't think so. But I can see the similarities between the two sports.
Lauren White went for a dump there. Dover is ready. I think that's in.
Yeah, Dover hanging in there. Almost went out, but they were able to stay in the line.
And I said they needed 14 straight points. They got 5 of them. So they're on a little roll here. And Lady Apache's still on set point. And I'm sure they just want to get this set over with before it gets too close for comfort.
Went for a dig, couldn't quite get under it. Another point for Dover. They're really hanging in here. Still got a long ways to go.
Yeah, they were down by 14 coming out of the break.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're just down by 9. Kennedy Corbin set it over the net. We're not used to seeing her do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that's what volleyball's all about. And that's going to be the set here. They're going to take a 3-minute break. Sierra Blevins will get credit for that point. We'll take a quick break here. We'll be back in a moment on the Arkansas Sports Network.
Let's go, Dr. K, let's go. Braces are Invisalign, let's go. Let's go, Dr. K, let's go. Trust her as your ortho, let's go. Let's go, Dr. K, let's go.
Welcome back here to George Jones Gymnasium. Pottsville Lady Apaches took that first set 25-15 after they were up 23-9. Then it was 24-9, and they kind of gave up a lead there. But I'd say 10's pretty comfortable when it comes to volleyball. And I think if they play just like how they did last set, they'll be pretty confident in winning that third final set.
Yeah, I think they had a pretty comfortable win there. I think that they definitely don't want to let Dover go on another serving streak like that again, even though they had a pretty good lead. I think they'll definitely want to, keep shutting them down and have a quick, good set here. And,
Dover kind of went on a 6-point scoring streak right before the Lady Apaches won that set. And I know they still won by 10, but when you see a lead go from 15 to 10 without touching the ball for a serve, you kind of get scared.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we could still go to 5 sets here tonight. I'm not saying we will go to 5 sets, but we could. And being in the traveler's box, of course, if you say something like that, they will kick you out. I found that out in professional media boxes. They do not like you talking about no-hitters, perfect games, the cycle. If you do talk about it, they will send you outside of the box for a few minutes and let you think about what you did.
Really?
Not saying we'll do that here. Probably won't kick anybody since we're not really in charge. It's not our school. We do love the Lady Apaches though, and it's been fun doing their games. But yeah, the Travelers. If you talk about something while it's going on, we had 2 no-hitters this year that I got to be at the stadium for, and some guy in the 9th inning goes, "Hey, we're throwing a no-hitter right now," and they just sent him home for the night since we're in the 9th inning.
Oh, wow.
And Dover will get the serve here first. And Sierra Blevins, that's her 4th kill tonight.
Had a repeat of the last set. She started it off with a kill right off the bat there, too. So it's nice to get off on the right foot here in the second set as well.
And Drew Hollis will come in for Kennedy Corbin. Quick sub so Drew can serve. And I'd say comfortably know the whole roster now. Of course, if the JV players get in, I might have to look at it once or twice, but should be good. They've played quite a bit this year for being on the JV roster.
Yep, and good defense right there by the Lady Apaches.
Hollis has been pretty good server tonight.
Dover gets it over. Good dig right there.
Crothers kind of got blocked at the net and then just stared at the ball. Of course, she couldn't hit it again, but
yeah, not much she could do there in that moment.
she did not look happy when that ball hit the net and kind of died down on her side. 17 will serve for the Lady Pirates.
It is out.
Once again, a little too strong. The double substitution. Ella Holstead will come in for Claire Crothers. Sarah Francis comes in for Emerson Stevens.
Here's a serve. It's shallow. Dover gets to it.
Olivia, can you plug the camera in? Got a little bit of a court issue that we had on Monday. That's going to be on the line for a point for senior Sarah Francis. Going through the S's there. It's kind of rough at first, but we got it. Holstead will serve. And she did pretty good serving against PA. And Dover went for a little tap over there, and it hit the net. I guess you don't call it a tap over if it didn't make it over.
Yeah, an attempted dump maybe.
No idea. That's going to go out. It's kind of weird that it went out, but it was still inside the antenna there.
Yeah, not sure how that happened. Nonetheless, Dover is going to get to serve now.
Hey, producer Brad, the score is 5-2, by the way.
Good recovery there by Pottsville. Dover setting it up.
Sarah Francis almost got the kill there, but Pirates tipped it up. Once again, a little too strong.
Yeah, I would say that's Dover's main struggle tonight is keeping these in control and not letting their kills and their serves go out.
Yes, and Abby Duval will replace Sierra Blevins. And Ella had to just tie her shoe. Wasn't sure what was going on, but Ella had to tie her shoe. Tommy Sweden's going to tap it over.
Duval gets to it. Good serve, good dig right there, I mean.
And everybody's efforts on display. People diving on the floor. I can tell you one thing, diving on a basketball floor that is well taken care of is not fun.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
Diving on a dusty one might be not too bad. It's like a slip and slide, really.
Good volley right there. Good effort on both parts. Just went out barely for Pottsville.
But diving on a well taken care of floor, your body does not like it, and it does not slide usually unless you're sweaty. But, yeah, your body kind of screeches across instead of slides.
Yeah, that can't be fun.
And the ground is not nice.
Dover able to find a hole.
And this first set's the second set's close. 6-4. Still with the Lady Apaches in the lead.
Yeah, Dover trying to inch their way back to a level scoreboard.
Tawny Sweden. That looked like she was going to get a kill if it was going to head to the corner. Dover hit it out, though. And Corbin will come in for Drew Hollis. And, of course, I can say Corbin until Emerson might get in. Emerson's a sophomore that usually plays JV, but she's gotten to a few varsity games this year. And again, just a little strong, and the ball escapes to underneath the bleachers. And in Lone Oak, that happened like crazy. Lone Oak's gym's pretty big. And they've got, I'd say it's a big gym, and the floor is big than most gyms. So the ball would kind of just get lost out of nowhere.
Yeah, made for a few very long sets.
Yeah, we got a few 2-minute timeouts along with 3-minute timeouts just because the ball was missing.
One of the most interesting games this season.
Lone Oak has one of the more unique names as well, the Lone Oak Jackrabbits, and they're purple.
Yeah, never heard of that before. Never heard of a team mascot being the Jackrabbits, but
I believe South Dakota State is the Jackrabbits. They're a D2 or D1 school.
interesting that you know that.
Yep. You go to schools like Montana, North Dakota State, they got weirder names. Well, I guess North Dakota State's the Bison. Which is Harding Bison here in Arkansas. So I guess that's not too weird. But you go to the smaller schools, even like Arkansas Tech, the Wonder Boys. I guarantee if you ask people in Russellville what a Wonder Boy is, they couldn't tell you. Dover's going to tie the game 8-8, but I didn't know what a Wonder Boy was until this year, and I'm a junior at Arkansas Tech. I'm not sure why Jerry the Bulldog exists either, even though I'm pretty sure he's retiring.
Well, they got a new Jerry coming. We'll keep having Jerry as our mascot, I guess.
And we had a camel on campus yesterday.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Yeah, got to pet it. Super fun.
Pet a camel. I've rode a camel at a zoo in Little Rock.
Did you?
When I was probably 5 or 6. Stopped going to the zoo when I turned about 12. Animals were no longer my interest.
Yeah, you had enough.
I was more interested in going to see the Grizzlies play basketball in Memphis.
You know, I'd pick that too. I'd pick that over the zoo.
And that's when the Grizzlies were bad, so the tickets were like $50. Of course, now you go, they got John Morant. Tickets are like $250 to sit up in the sky. Me and my brother went to see the Grizzlies play the Nets last year.
That sounds fun.
Got to see Kevin Durant, Stephen A. Smith live in person, and they look like little ants, even though they're Kevin Durant's 6'10", 7 foot in real life. But we had to sit so far away. Someone took a timeout, so we'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back here in a moment on the Arkansas Sports Network. And welcome back to the Arkansas Sports Network here. I'm Trevor Holley. I'm with Olivia Orr. And we are covering Pottsville Lady Apache Volleyball as they take on the Dover Lady Pirates. And it is currently 10-10 in the second set. Pottsville took the first set 25-15. It's kind of a battle at the net there. And this game, the second set, really has been interesting to see. Of course, the Lady Pirates only scored 15 last set, and they already scored 10 here.
Yeah, this has been a closer set than we expected, and now Dover's got a lead, 11-10, a short lead, but nonetheless.
They're going to give the point to the Lady Apaches.
Oh, never mind.
Sorry, Brad. I know you thought Dover scored, but referee switched it up on you.
Yeah.
I think they called touching the net on Dover.
Now serving
Tawny Sweden will serve for the Lady Apaches. And Tawny hits it with more of a knuckleball than most people.
There's not much of a spin on her serves. It's different. That's for sure.
I'm not sure how she hits the ball, but the way she does it doesn't spin at all. It kind of just dies out over the net. And you can see teams kind of like, that doesn't make sense, but she gets an ace there. So I guess whatever she's doing is working.
Mm-hmm. It's good to have a different technique. It kind of sets you apart.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you serve right before Sarah Francis, who hits the ball hard.
Good dig right there.
Emerson Stevens with the dig there.
Tried to get under it. Couldn't quite make it. Good effort still.
Sweden tried to dive and make a catch there. Couple subs for the Lady Pirates in their maroon jerseys today. And Dover's in their home gold. They had a pink out the other night against Atkins. So that was a little different.
Another ball out by Dover.
And I'm thinking that might be the main key of tonight is Dover just keeps hitting it over or out of bounds.
Yeah, Pottsville will just need to have a good eye and let those balls go if they're going out.
And Drew Hollis replaces Kennedy Corbin, and she will serve. Drew kind of barely got over the net.
Yeah.
And then the Lady Apaches got caught off guard there, making it 14-12, but they still got the lead. But when Dover scored 12 points last set is when they really took over and started scoring point after point.
Oh, yeah. Great kill right there by Sierra Blevins.
And that should kill the Dover Pirate momentum. Sierra Blevins with her 5th kill of the night. And the Lady Apaches have scored 40 points. Ella Holstead comes in for Claire Crothers. Sierra almost got a block there.
Good recovery by Pottsville.
Yeah, great by the team there.
Tapped it over, but it is out.
And I'd say that's the 9th or 10th point that Dover has gave to the Lady Apaches just by hitting it out.
Here's the serve.
Olivia, can you plug the camera in? Sorry, the HDMI cord does not like that camera. So when we try to switch to it, it's just a black screen.
Yep.
But we're trying our best as Lady Apache serve again. And Ella barely got it over the net there. She made it work. Blevins, oh, she got blocked and then hit her in the head. But a little bit of miscommunication there.
Yeah, I don't think they were expecting Dover to recover from that attack by Blevins.
Dover will serve. We'll try to get the names from the announcer, and he's not announcing anymore. And Sarah Francis with the kill, making it 18-13. Lady Apaches are creeping up on that 20-point roll again.
Yeah, they saw a little bit of a struggle when they had a level scoreboard at 10-10, but they seem to be doing better now.
And Duval comes in for Blevins. And again, Dover just can't keep the power under control.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if they're going to be able to win the set here if they keep giving points away. Kind of
It was close.
A weird call, but
yeah, it was close, but they're giving it to the Lady Apaches.
Duval will get the ace. And the side officials, the line judges, you can call them, I guess, are both volunteers. Dover gets it in the corner there.
Mm-hmm. No one could get to that. Good placement by Dover.
And you can always check out the Arkansas Sports Network YouTube channel, which we're on the Apache YouTube channel right now, but you can check the head honcho, as you could call it, YouTube channel, Arkansas Sports Network, where we cover a multitude of games, including the game of the week, which isn't happening this week. But it'll be back in a few weeks. Of course, we're getting close to football playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Pottsville, they've been having a great season this year. I'll have to see who they play on Friday, I guess tomorrow.
Yep. Good kill by Dover. Brings them 20-15. Pottsville's still ahead.
Yeah, but this is really where they had their serving streak here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how the Lady Apaches respond.
Good attempt by Abby Duval, but it is in the stands.
Hit a couple fans in the head.
Yeah, that was a
Heads up, everybody. But yeah, the Apache football team has been pretty good this year. They're currently the 2 seed in their conference behind Haskell Harmony Grove. And they're not. Just kidding. Producer man said no. They have a chance to be the 2 seed. Okay. This is making more sense to me now. Of course, me and Olivia do Darnell games on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
But we get
Now serving number 23, Lauren White.
for Pottsville. They play Lamar on Friday. We're getting the current news fed through here. That's on the line from our vantage point.
Yeah, Dover let it go. Should have gone for it.
And a lot of times it's hard to judge when that's straight above your head.
It is. I
And
can definitely see.
You're standing out of bounds, but the ball didn't land where you wanted it to.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes it even harder when the lines are white and the ball is white. Can't really tell the difference.
Dover had a fight with the net there. Tried to get it over the net 3 times, but couldn't quite make it.
Lady Apaches are creeping up on set point. Lauren White with the serve. And Dover's going to get a kill there.
Yep, couldn't quite get under it.
And Lady Apaches got to be careful to not slip up and let a run of points go here. We saw Dover do it last set.
Mm-hmm.
And if they do it again here, it'll make things a lot more interesting. But
Great.
Tawny Sweden will get a kill there,
Yeah, great play.
making it set point here in the second set. Sarah Francis will serve, and Claire Crothers comes in for Ella Holstead. Sarah serves it.
Dover setting it up. It is out.
Look for a kill there. Too powerful. That's the end of the second set. We'll take a quick break here on the Arkansas Sports Network. We'll be back here in a moment.
Our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, Maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
Welcome back here. So the Arkansas Sports Network, as we're covering Lady Apache volleyball, and they're playing the Dover Lady Pirates tonight, and they took the first two sets. First set 25-15, and the second set 25-17. And if the Lady Apaches win this third set, they win the match. And if Dover wins, we go to the fourth match. And if they win that one, we'll have to go to the fifth set to 15.
Yep, Pottsville has had a pretty comfortable first two sets. You know, they had a pretty good lead in both of them, but Dover definitely doesn't want to lose here. They've been really battling despite being behind by quite a bit in those first two sets. So Pottsville's really going to have to hold strong here and just be really mindful of their plays and keep continuing here in this third set.
Yes, and it looks like the Lady Apaches will serve first. Tani Sweden. And I'm guessing the rest of the court is Kennedy Corbin, Claire Crothers, Sierra Blevins, Lauren White, and Sarah Francis will come out when Duval steps on the court. Or at least that's how it's been the last couple of days.
I'm going to give this back to Olivia here in just a moment. But I want to say thank you to Dover as well. For being a partner with us last 2 years. Dover has been a partner with us in football. I know that there's been some people that have wanted to see us get over there for volleyball and some of the other sports. We'll say that the other sports are going to be open next year, but the baseball, softball situation will be open this year. If you're interested in us coming over there for baseball and softball, not for a whole season. We have ran ourselves to death doing sports that start at about 4 or 5 o'clock. We're going to open that up for one game a week for Dardanelle, Dover, and Pottsville. And if you're interested in us coming, let us know. We'll do baseball or softball. Doesn't matter to us. And so keep that in mind as time goes on. So, again, we thank Dover. We're looking at basketball. If you're interested in sponsoring basketball for both Pottsville, Dover, and throw in Dardanelle as well, then you need to make sure and let us know because we'll be looking at that here pretty quickly.
And that was the boss man, Brad Caldwell.
And I'm going to give it back to Olivia.
Brad with some helpful information. Of course, if you want to sponsor Arkansas Sports Network, just let him know, and I'm sure he'll be interested to talk to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lady Apaches start off 3-1 here. As Sweden just hit a little bit out on her serve. But if you're interested in sponsoring Arkansas Sports Network, just get in contact with Brad, and he'll have a conversation with you.
Ball in the net brings Dover to continue serving.
Yeah, in the last two sets, they've really kept it in control early. That serve was going to be nice, but it hit the net. It was real powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And for the first time today, Emerson Corbin will come in, and she will serve. And she got Kennedy Corbin. So I'm sure that's fun for her.
Good serve. Dover setting it up here.
And Sierra Blevins.
Great kill right there.
What goes up must come down.
Mm-hmm.
And Sierra Blevins, you don't want to be on the end of that when you do hit it.
Yeah, I'd be scared, honestly.
I don't blame you. And Dover's got a few people with power themselves.
Dover could not recover from that. Brings the score to 6-2.
And Emerson Corbin came in here and served. And she's been on a roll, 2 straight points.
Yeah, she's been doing good.
She's confident. It looks like she's, wow. Dover hit it from the side of the net. Great play for them.
Mm-hmm. Just tapped it over, and no one from Pottsville could get that, so good placement from Dover right there.
Yeah, the girl who hit it was behind the judge over there. And she got it over the net, and then it got to the other side of the net. And Lady Pirates kind of just tipped it over, and it worked for them.
Duval getting to a shallow serve. Good moment there by her.
And she slid from outside that middle line to in front of it. Blevins is going to get a block there. And if she keeps control of the net there, I think Lady Apache's going to have a lot of success. 2 subs for the Lady Apaches. Ella Holstead will come in for Claire Crothers, and Francis gets Duval. Holstead will serve, and she'll be a senior next year. Off the top of my head, the 3 seniors for next year will be Kennedy Corbin, Tawny Sweden, and Drew Hollis and Ella Holstead. I guess 4 there. And some more I'm sure we could find on the roster.
Got a good volley going on right now. We've seen a lot of good plays happening.
Just waiting to see who's trying to get the kill, and there's going to be a block there. Lauren White and Sierra Blevins in the middle of the net. But if Blevins keeps controlling the middle of the net, I can't see Lady Apaches not being successful. And, of course, PA had height to match the Lady Apaches.
Yes, they did. They had quite a few tall athletes on their team.
Of course, we got to see a 6-foot athlete for Atkins.
Dover able to find a hole.
And then I think the tallest team we've seen play is Baptist Prep.
Yeah, they were. I haven't seen a team with near as much height as them. Yeah, they were a pretty impressive team when we saw them earlier this season.
Yeah, and I think they're still ranked number 1 in the state.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that.
And when I say number 1 in the state, I mean out of every school in Arkansas, number 1. Not just, I think they're 3A. But yeah, that was probably the best team we've seen play this year. It was early in the Apache season, and we got to see them play since then. Thought they were going to call a tip ball there, but they're just going to say the Apaches hit it out, making it 9-5. Sarah Francis tried to get a kill there, but Pirates are ready for it.
Another ball out by Dover. Pottsville will get to serve again.
Who's going to serve for the Apaches? A little confusion there. Waiting on a sub. Emerson Corbin comes out for Kennedy Corbin, and Lauren White will serve. Blocked by the net there. Increases the lead to 7. Should be 7. Maybe I'm going crazy. I thought it was already 11-5.
Good recovery by Duval.
It's not going to get over the net, though.
Good effort by the Lady Apaches, nonetheless.
Olstead and Duval kind of with a 1-2 action there. Couple subs by the Lady Pirates. 20 will serve for them. Again, I'm waiting on what the announcer says to try to get their names. I wish we had a roster, but we don't.
Yep, that ball was in the net. It's really hard to recover when that happens.
Yeah, you're expecting the ball to get over, and then it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just throws off your momentum. It's like when it hits the roof.
Yeah.
You're waiting on it for a certain speed. Kennedy Corbin gets a kill there. Add to her total for the night. But you're waiting on the ball for a certain velocity to drop down to you, and then it changes all of a sudden.
Yeah, I will say the Lady Apaches usually do really well when the ball comes off the ceiling. Maybe they've prepared for that in practices, I'm not sure, but they tend to play that really well.
Yeah, and we were talking about Baptist Prep. Their ceiling on their gyms was a little lower than usual.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, with the smaller gym, it's going to be like that. And the ball hit the roof probably about 20 times while we were there.
Shallow serve, but it's good.
Crothers gets it over the net. It's going to be a kill.
Yep, good placement there.
Just hit it to that right corner, and nobody was home. Ball goes rolling away. 14-7 here in this third set. Lady Apaches need 11 points to win it.
Good play right there by Dover.
Kind of didn't know what was going on. Both teams just hit it back and forth to each other. Then Dover kind of just tipped it over the net.
Yep, an interesting volley. Brings the score to 14-18. Pottsville's got a pretty comfortable lead, but they'll want to maintain that lead and not get in a slump or anything.
Yeah, Dover, and when the Lady Apaches really try to take a comfortable lead, they just take over when it comes to serving, and that's how they score most of their points.
Yeah, they're really battling. They're really hanging in there. We've seen a lot of good effort from them this game.
Yeah, and I feel like the scores might be a little different if they didn't hit so many of the balls out of bounds.
Mm-hmm.
And I might say that's the biggest X factor here tonight. Not saying that it's the player's fault, but sometimes you just got to learn how to control that power.
Definitely. Dover getting it over, but there's a block by Blevins right there.
Yeah, Blevins and Corbin, when they're at the front net, they're going to try to get a lot of blocks. Duval comes in for Francis. Tawny Sweden serves again. And the usual front three for Lady Apaches, Corbin, Crothers, and Blevins. And they try to get a block again, but just didn't get enough of it.
Mm-hmm.
So Dover Pirates score a point. I got to go to a few Dover basketball games last year with Duran Miller, Aaron Powers, and Adam Johnston. And that's really where I got introduced to Arkansas Sports Network.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really fun. I got to go to Two Rivers for a basketball game and a few home games. Had a lot of fun, too.
Nice. You like basketball.
I do like basketball. I like football a little more.
Understandable. I think I'm in the same boat.
And then baseball, I played a little bit in high school. But at Bryant, that's a serious commitment.
Definitely.
Waking up at 5 o'clock every morning to get to practice was not fun.
Mm-mm.
While you were trying to balance an AP schedule for high school. So I decided to get a academic scholarship instead.
That's understandable. Sports really take a lot of time, and it's not for everyone.
Especially if you look at the percent of baseball players that get on scholarship.
Oh, yeah.
Which a lot of times isn't even a full ride. No, not to hurt everybody's hopes and dreams, but not everyone gets to be the D1 athlete. And, of course, there's nothing wrong with being D2, D3, or JUCO.
Nope.
You were still a college athlete at the end of the day, and you look at drafts a lot of the times, and a lot of times it's not the D1 kids that make it to the NFL or the NBA. It's those kids that you never heard of getting drafted in the 6th round that are 15-year veterans.
Mm-hmm. coming from a JUCO athlete, it's a good opportunity if high school athletes want to take that opportunity, play for a community college.
My friend Gage Stark plays JUCO baseball in Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
And he's having the time of his life, I'm sure.
Yeah.
In the middle of nowhere in Kansas playing baseball. Not sure where he wants to go afterwards, but as long as he's having fun and gets to do what he gets to do.
Yeah, that's what matters.
Sarah Francis almost gets a kill there. Block there for Lady Apaches. Dover's just responding in the right times. Kind of a miscommunication there, and 20-11 lead, and Dover's going to make a few subs. Lady Apaches look kind of confused there in the Bermuda Triangle, as we call it, when everyone either calls for it or doesn't.
Yeah, you hate to see it happen, but it's kind of inevitable sometimes.
Yeah, and it happens in a lot of sports.
For sure. Good recovery.
Players sliding left and right. And it's good to see that the Lady Apache's effort hasn't dropped while having all these leads. And I'll say one thing Coach Brodicum teaches these players is effort and energy is always up.
Mm-hmm.
We went to a practice at the beginning of the year, and everybody had to go towards the ball.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that makes me cringe a little is when I see a ball drop in volleyball, but you don't see that much for the Lady Apaches. You always see someone going for it. Every once in a while you have some miscommunication, but that happens, mistakes happen, but Pottsville does a really good job of everyone going for the ball and trying really hard to not let the ball drop and have a campfire moment or a Bermuda triangle incident.
And call it what you want. I believe they called Tawny Sweden for underneath the net.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah French is going to get a kill here.
Yep.
Lady Apaches are 3 points away from calling this match over with. And Corbin for Corbin trade-off. Emerson comes off the court, and Kennedy comes on the court. Serve to Corbin, and right off the bench she scores.
A good attack right there. Brings the score to 23-12. Pottsville really close to shutting down this set and winning the game in its entirety.
And I'll say one of the things is about this Lady Apache team is even the people that come off the bench are good enough to not see a difference between the starting lineup and players off the bench.
Yeah, that's one of the things that makes Pottsville such a successful team.
And now it is match point. Lady Apaches give up a point there, but Dover's going to have to score 11 straight if they want to stay in this match.
Yeah, they'd have to have a really big act of redemption here.
And we saw them go on a 6-point run, but that is not 11. I don't know if we have seen an 11-point run this year, at least to tie a set. That's going to be the game. Sarah Francis ends it. And I'm sure we'll have a coach's interview coming up here. Pottsville takes care of Dover in 3 sets. We'll be back on Arkansas Sports Network in a moment.
Nothing came easy, but with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot, because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Well, we're here wrapping up regular season play. Can you believe it, really?
It's gone pretty fast, actually.
It has went by very fast. Volleyball season does go by in a flash, doesn't it?
It does. It's a short one for sure.
Yeah, really just 9, 10 weeks, something like that. So you guys finished strong in the regular season. You had a little bit of a rough patch there in the middle.
Yeah.
Got it together, and now feel like you're really playing pretty good ball right now.
Yeah, I think so. We tonight we were a little bit, I feel like we didn't have a whole lot of energy tonight for whatever reason. So we've got to get that fixed going into the conference tournament this next week. So that's something we'll talk about and work on for sure. So
Right. So you got to win 2 to get to state.
Correct.
If you win the second, well, it's just 1 though, right?
Right, I'm sorry. Yes. We got to win one. Well, yeah.
You got to win your first game
qualified
on Monday.
Right.
And, of course, you don't want to go in as 4 seed.
No.
That would be no good.
No.
No good at all.
No.
But let's talk about what you got coming up in the conference tournament.
So we'll play tonight. Mills and Lisa are playing, and we'll play the winner of that match on Monday.
Okay.
And then turn around and play Tuesday. Whoever wins that the
4-5 game.
The 4-5 game. Thank you.
Yeah.
PA and Lone Oak.
Okay.
Whoever wins that one, that's who we'll face then on Tuesday night. So, and then on the other side is Robinson and Morrilton, our top 4 were us, Morrilton, Robinson, and PA. So Morrilton and Robinson are on the other side of the bracket from us. So we'll see who comes out from there.
And that would be a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday split.
Correct.
So it's all 7 p.m. I believe, right?
Yes.
7 p.m. Starts there at Pulaski Academy.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Well, unfortunately, that's the hardest place to stream out of that there is.
Right.
So, but we'll be there recording if nothing else. But anyway, so you got conference tournament coming up. This is a big week for you guys for seeding.
Absolutely.
Really can tell the tale about how far you would go in the tournament.
Correct.
Barring an upset in the first round, which would just be catastrophic.
Yeah. Yes.
So anyway, but your team's playing pretty well. I know that you're ready to get things cleaned up. Of course, as time goes on and they kind of get to play harder teams, you feel like they'll take it up another notch, right?
Yeah, I do. It's, teenage girls, it's hard. They like to just kind of play along with what's on the other side. So I think when you have someone that really challenges you,
Sure.
It's really intense on the other side. I think that just heightens, how we play. If I could find a way to bottle up how to get girls to play to their ability, no matter who's on the other side, I could be rich. So
yes, for sure. Well, we're looking forward. So Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, all at 7 o'clock. Of course, you got to win to get to each game.
Right.
You do play guaranteed on Monday, no matter what.
Correct.
So we're looking forward to that. Postseason play is here. We will be with you at the 4A state tournament, doing the whole tournament at Brooklyn. So it's going to be a fun time.
Yeah, I'm excited. We got to get back in there and get to work, start preparing.
Conference champions. That's check 1 off the box.
Yes, but there's still a lot of unfinished business.
Right.
So
we got conference tournament coming up. Maybe we can check number 2 off the box.
I would love it. That's the plan.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
All right, we'll wrap things up from here. It has been a great time here at Pottsville this year. It's been a good year for Pottsville Apache volleyball, and it has been a fun time for us here as we've been able to broadcast it. We're going to wrap things up, though. We will be back on Monday to bring you the action from Pulaski Academy. Like I said, I do not know for sure if we can stream out or not. We've never been able to stream out at Pulaski Academy unless something changes there. That my anticipation is that we won't be able to stream out, but we will be there to go ahead and record that and bring it to you. And it looks like unless something changes, the whole tournament will be that way. So we'll just kind of play it by ear and see how it goes. But anyway, thanks to Trevor and to Olivia for coming in and being a part of what we're doing all year long. It's been really good for them, and they've learned a lot. I could actually probably just turn it over to them now, and they would be able to do it. In fact, we've got them doing Dardanelle football, so they better be able to do that. But we're going to wrap things up once again. Pottsville wins in 3 straight sets over Dover. We'll be back on Monday with conference tournament action live from Pulaski Academy or recorded. We'll see how it goes.